just got this new phone, so I'm hoping that I'm doing this right. Anyway, couple reasons I wanted to make this video today. I haven't uploaded for a while. As you guys know, I said it before, I made this channel for my own personal outlet, whatever. I do talk about things that interest me, things that are important in the world. Like I've said before, I was a criminal for, a good 25 years of my life. But that doesn't mean I don't care about current affairs. But a couple of the main reasons I wanted to make the video. One, every once in a while I make a video and I'm talking really funny, and people are always like, hey, how come you're talking like you're black? Why do you think you're black? I don't think I'm black. You people are too stupid to understand I'm making fun of somebody else's video. I don't talk like that in person. This is how I talk. This is me. So when you hear me talking like that, and the one video I can think of I did it was when I got my new dog Quinn, and I got his collar, which did happen to be Gucci, but I'm not like trying to be flashy or anything. I just liked the collar. So I said, yeah, and I was kind of talking, Ebonic or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Who gives a shit, with all this political correctness crap. I don't know how people talk anymore at all, it's like, but anyway, I don't, that's not me. When I'm talking like that, I am in fact making fun of someone or someone's video. I probably haven't made enough videos for you people to know the people who I don't like, or the people I call out, or the people that I think are absolute punks and bitches and just a waste of air that, had I not done so much time in jail and prison already, I'd probably want to kill. Lenny, your fat ass being one of them, and your retarded friend Jason being another. But that's a whole nother thing. Anyway, I thought I'd give you a little bit of background into myself, and in order to do that, I need to explain to some people some things, because people leave comments on my videos like, oh, you never did that, you'd never say that because you'd get in trouble. Well, here, let me tell you guys something. A, if you've served the time for a crime, you can in fact talk about it. You can't get in trouble again. It's called double jeopardy. You can't be charged with the same crime twice, especially if you've served time for it, and I've served plenty of time in my life for numerous things. B, there's a statute of limitations on certain things, so I can talk about those. Things that I wouldn't talk about are, things that have no statute of limitation, murder, torture, things like that. Now, now that we've got that out of the way, that when I am talking like that, I'm talking like that because I'm making fun of someone. So anyone who thinks that I think I'm black, go ahead and lube up, and I'll, stick my foot in your ass, because you're dumber than shit, as most people are, unfortunately. If you're not, I'm not talking to you. If you are, I'm talking to you, and if you're dumb, nevertheless, I thought maybe, I talked, about, bodybuilding and, Cuban cigars, guns that I like, girls that I've dated, whatever. And I know a lot of you people don't know who I am. And I get that, because I'm not a famous actor or actress or transgender Bruce 65-year-old woman thing, whatever. I'm just a dude. But the thing is in the criminal world, I am or was somebody, and that's why I have what I have. I have, multiple cars, multiple homes. I've talked about that. I'm not trying to brag. I'm not a bragger. I'm not that way. I don't try to sound cool. I don't try to, be better than you, or, um, make myself out to be, so good when you're so poor or whatever, it's not like that. I worked my ass off to get the things that I got, and when I say that, I was taught by an old school gangster, a real gangster, not like a street gangster, but a real gangster, an old school gangster. And I'm not going to say his name for obvious reasons, but I was taught that when you do a crime, and I'll use bank robbery as example. If you're going to rob a bank, you're going to want to get at least $100,000 for every year you're going to do in jail for that crime. And robbing a bank, you go to federal prison. I've been there a couple times. Not for bank robbery, but other white collar type stuff. And I've also been to state prison for, more brutal things. Not necessarily saying I'm proud of anything, but I don't regret anything. So, I've been in federal prison for white collar crimes, and I've been in Corcoran for cutting somebody's arm off. Nevertheless, I I worked as a debt collector for a lot of people. I didn't work for one crew solely, I worked for crews that I trusted, or people that I trusted in the underworld. I don't know how I would phrase that. In the upper echelons of the underworld. Now, I have a lot of fun jail stories and prison stories that I'll tell, but I just want to get this video out just so that people understand me, who I am, and I've made a few, but like people don't seem to understand. They're always like, "Oh, you never did that because you'd go to jail for saying it on YouTube." Well, if I've done the time, I'm not going to go to jail again, you fucking idiots. But nevertheless, yeah, it for over 20 years, that's what I did. I beat the shit out of people and collected money, and did other crimes and things like that that'll come up obviously in other videos, as long as there's no active warrant or whatever for my arrest for any of it, I'm more than happy to talk to you guys about it. One of the things that I wanted to talk about today was the fact that I believe that a lot of people are very intelligent, but when I look at the comments, I think that, God, there's some real idiots out there. And, they always want to talk shit. They want to talk shit. "Oh, you're big, but you ain't shit. You're just talking shit. I'd take you on anytime. Da 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 da." Well, yeah, sure you would. Sure you would. But when you come face to face with somebody like me who has lived the life I've lived, I'm, 290 pounds, I've been bodybuilding a long time, I have 21-inch arms, I'm not bragging, I'm just saying 6 foot 1 inches tall, I'm just saying, you would not come up to me and talk shit like you say you would. So why write it down? Why be a keyboard cowboy and look like a fucking tool? Look like an idiot, People think you look like an idiot when you act like that, you can tell by looking at me that I'm, close to 300 pounds, and due to the fact that for over 20 years I've been debt collecting, fighting, and hurting people for money, most likely I could kick your ass. And I'm, not above using guns and knives and any other thing, because I can say that because guess what? I've done my time for the crimes I've done with those things. Now, I've met a lot of people in prison. I've met a lot of people in jail. And those are all fun stories to come. But I just wanted to get it out there that this is the real me. When I'm talking like this, and it's my boy, he got his new Gooch on, and da da da. I'm making fun of somebody. It's sad to me that people aren't smart enough to see that. I'm making fun of somebody's video, somebody I don't like, whatever. I'm making fun of them. That is not me. This is me. And to give you a quick overview, the very first thing I went to jail for was sticking a fork through a waiter's hand at a restaurant at 19 years old because I didn't like the way he talked to my mother. And from there on, I realized that, people like me and where I came from, we did what we did to get what we needed, and that's how it worked. And if time was involved, time was involved. Like I said, I was taught, if you're going to do a crime, make sure that you have at least $100,000 hidden away from the crime for every year you're going to do in jail. That would be considered a moderate to well-paying job. As long as you get the money hidden. If not, they'll take it and you'll get nothing. But nevertheless, I was able to hide most of mine, and that's why I own 3 homes. And how many cars do I have now? I just sold the Porsche, which was awesome because I wanted 700 something thousand for it, and I ended up giving a guy a really good deal. I sold it for $625, but that was cool because I came up $625,000 for a car that I drove maybe 10 times. So I don't know what I'm going to buy now. I have my Harleys, obviously. I'm never going to get rid of my Harleys. I can't. But, I have my Harleys, and I'm looking into getting a boat and stuff like that. But never. I just wanted to let you guys know that this is the real me. I will be telling some interesting jail and prison stories. And before we go, I'll tell you a real quick one. One of a local jail that I went to, I actually knew one of the higher ranking sergeants in the jail. So we would talk. And I actually consider him a friend. I still to this day consider him a friend. My daughter actually dated his son, and so on and so forth. It's a small world, where you can find a mob criminal. I almost said mobster. Where you can, a criminal and a cop can be friends and, whatever. But most cops are just doing a job to get paid, and it's definitely like that in prison and jail. Yeah, I mean, when people say things like, yeah, I'd take your challenge, I'll kick your ass, it just kind of makes me laugh, because it's like, man, if you ran into somebody like me in person, which you probably never will, you would not talk to me like that. You would probably go the other way. I have been in jail and prison for anything from gouging people's eyes out to chopping someone's arm off to lighting people on fire. And yes, I've done my time for all those things, so yes, I can say it. Now, I have a lot of stories. I just don't have a lot of time right now. I just wanted to let you guys know this is going to be the start of a new series in my channel, where I'll tell you guys some fun stories from like prison, jail, how I got there, criminal activities, things like that, because, the other stuff's getting old. But I'll still talk about current events and, bodybuilding, obviously, and, things like that. And if there's anything you guys want to ask, go ahead, shoot it in the comments. If I see it, I'll answer it, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up for today. I might do a video tonight when I go to bed on a funny slashing story from a county jail that I think you guys will like. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you want, sub. If not, don't. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, till later.